Are you paying too much in taxes? Elevated Tax and Accounting is a firm that specializes in tax planning and strategy to minimize your tax bill. Elevated Tax consult with you on tax strategy throughout the year, so no more waiting until the end of the year and hoping for the best. As a business owner, you know your sole focus should be spent working on your business, not in it. Outsourcing gives you the time to concentrate on the core reasons you started your company, to create and innovate a top-tier product and generate profits. Elevated Tax and Accounting, elevating you and your business with a modern professional touch.
Recently arrested, and now you're wondering, do I need to hire a criminal defense attorney? And the answer is yes, you do. This is not the time to gamble with your future and with your freedom. Here at Ryan & Miller, we have over 40 years of experience with criminal defense, and we take it very seriously that we protect our clients' rights. So if you have any questions and want to know how our team can help you, make sure to give us a call today.
Start with, vibe check, how we feeling? What do you take away from, last weekend heading into a big week?
Not just that, the same thing we told the team after the Weber game. One of the most beautiful things in life is you get to choose your response. When it's good, when it's bad, when it's everything in between. You get to decide how you're going to act after it. Again, this hasn't been our best stretch, but every team in the nation has peaks and valleys, and they're up and they're down. And with what we've been through, our peaks and valleys are probably a little bit higher and lower than a lot of teams, and so we're in a little bit of a valley. But I felt like we showed some fight, showed some good stuff, fighting back, giving ourselves a chance to compete down the stretch there. We're gonna ride that into obviously a matchup that works out.
When you're going through the peaks and the valleys, when you guys are at a peak, what's going well? Like does this team do well when it's playing well?
It plays with a level of, I don't want to just say aggression, but we make decisions more quickly. And you can see it. I give Idaho State credit. They make the game tough to make decisions. They play in the in-between. They put you in some spots that are, where it's hard to decide, and they're really, really physical. They played really, really physical against us last Thursday, but we're much more decisive. We're much more aggressive. We have more people looking to score. We have more people looking for, to catch as a shooter, to make those aggressive decisions. And I think you saw that in the fourth quarter. We had, Avery had 12 in the third, but then MJ had 9 in the fourth. We're just more aggressive, and we have more people contributing when we're really good.
What do you tell just the newcomers on the team, preparing them to go into a hostile environment like the break?
Hostile environment or not, we're lucky to be a part of this game. How many teams in the nation are practicing and preparing for games that aren't going to be as fun as this one is? So whether they're rooting for you or against you, we are exceptionally blessed to be a part of this game and be a part of something where it matters to, the million people in the state of Montana. It matters immensely to every single one of them. So whether they're rooting for you, whether they're rooting against you, we are exceptionally blessed to be a part of this matchup and have this experience.
And then you were this close to pulling off the upset when they came to Missoula. But what goes into playing against that full force press and all the steals that they can create?
We'll be wearing maroon on Saturday, so throwing it to the team in maroon and not to the team in white, and just maintaining our composure, just playing at our tempo. Again, in the game of basketball, you're usually a lot better when you don't play fast until you want to play fast. Right? You get sped up when you don't want to be sped up. That's generally when bad things happen. So we've got to control our tempo, look for opportunities to attack, and then obviously when we don't want to be sped up, don't play faster than you need to at any given moment.
It'll be a month in between both games, right? And do you ever take much from that first meeting, like in terms of confidence, style, or are there enough wrinkles that change over time? I guess how much do you maybe look at that first matchup at all, in any matchup really?
I think in athletics, it's imperative to just stay in the moment. I think there's things we can learn. Obviously, we're going to watch the film and we're going to try to attack certain things and try to not let them attack certain things where they hurt us the last time. But I think the best people in athletics stay very moment focused in terms of how do I be good today, because in that same way, if we're going to try to remember all the way back to there, we got to remember some rough things that happen along the way too, and we've got to, again, I think our sole focus should be how do we win each moment, how do we be very process oriented in what we're doing, and obviously that should lead to better results, and if it doesn't, I think you can sleep better knowing that you focused on just doing the right things along the path. So there's takeaways from every game, and you need to continue to learn. But I think if we live too much back there, we're not going to be very successful on Saturday.
Join Town Pump's Pump It Up Rewards Plus program and never pay full price for fuel again. Save 5 cents on every gallon every day at any town pump across Montana.
Plus, earn and redeem points on your favorite in-store items to get free stuff with our clubs.
Stop in and pick up a rewards card. Download the Pump It Up Rewards Plus app today.
Or visit townpump.com/rewards to register and start saving.
Right down the road, pump it up.
Cash One Pawn has the most extensive inventory of any pawn shop in western Montana. Whether you're in the market for firearms, power tools, bows, video game consoles, or sunglasses, Cash One Pawn is the best deals around. And now Cash One Pawn gives you the ability to shop online from anywhere. Make CashOnePawn.com part of your shopping habits. Also make sure to download the Cash One Pawn app. Cash One Pawn, Missoula's premier pawn shop, located on Roller Coaster Road on the way to the Y.
Alex obviously mentioned the defensive pressure, but have they added any new wrinkles? Are you seeing anything new that they've added maybe in the last week or so, or that you're seeing that they've maybe progressed since the season's gone on?
Obviously, offensively, people continue to add different things, but I think that they're a really similar team. It's I think one of their huge strengths is they have a very, very strong identity. Their kids know what they're doing on a daily, weekly, monthly basis. They're experienced in their system. Obviously, other than Esme, who's a tremendous talent and has fit in well and given them an interesting and important kind of new dimension there in terms of what she can add. But I think that's actually one of their strengths is you know what you're going to get from them, but they know what to do. And so they're really good at playing, I'm sure, what they would call Bobcat basketball and sticking to what they know and being aggressive in areas where they want to be aggressive. And offensively, they know exactly what they're looking for and when they're looking for it.
I know you talked extensively after the last match about how well Mac played against the pressure. How important will that be again to get those sort of minutes out of your point guard?
Exceptionally. I can't overstate. I randomly somebody asked, like, what's the turnover number? If it's under this, we have a chance. And I said 18 and we were at 17 and we had a chance. And so I think that our ability to handle pressure, starting with her, because she handles it more than anyone on our team, will be tremendously important against a team that, again, that lives off pressure, lives off creating turnovers, lives off getting you off schedule, just all of those different things.
You got like 3 distinct dynamics in this game: the rivalry, the stretch run of the Big Sky, and also play in the first place team. So how do you sort of help your team sort that out?
Just focus on the things that win a basketball game. Like, at the end of the day, all of the extra stuff does not matter more than just what's going to help us be successful in the basketball floor. Like, again, are there a lot of dynamics at play? For sure. Like, absolutely. But at the end, like, just playing good basketball, focusing on doing the next right thing is the most important thing. More important than any emotion, more important than any any of the extra stuff that goes along with it. The stretch run, which is important, playing the first play, that stuff is all cool and that stuff is all very important, but at the same time, like, we just have to focus on, like, how do we win this possession? What's the right basketball decision that helps us win this possession? And then stack a few on top of each other and again, see where we're at coming down the stretch.
They're almost, top 50 team in the net. NAU's, in the top 100. On the men's side, nobody's in the top, 150. So I guess, like, overarching thoughts on, like, where you think the league is at, and having 2 teams at the top like that are pretty high, like, just, I don't know, just general thoughts.
It's really, really cool. It's been if you go back, the RPI of the Big Sky Conference in women's basketball has been right around 20 for the last it's been in the top 20 a lot of times. And so Big Sky women's basketball has been really, really good for a long time. Obviously, having 2 teams up there in the net ranking and kind of figuring out how to take their Montana State's record. They should be top 50, right? They're 24-2. Is that the record? They should be. I'm shocked they're not a little bit higher, to be honest, with all the games they've won. But it's good for our league. Is the number one thing. It's good for our league. It's good for women's basketball in the state of Montana. And I'm happy for them, but it doesn't change anything we have to do against them on Saturday. Same with NAU. Like, obviously, those are the 2 teams that have played the best so far. The beauty is that, we're going to get another chance at Montana State this Saturday, and we're all going to go to Boise and figure it out then. And so we've just got to be playing better basketball through this week, into next week, into Boise, and then we'll all figure it out. And that if you want to do anything big in this conference, you have to beat one or both of those 2 really, really good teams.
Sweet. Thanks.
Sweet. Thanks,
So
Dave.
many attorneys in Montana. How do you choose the right one for your legal case? Well, you want to choose one who has a lot of experience and who will communicate with you. That is our office at Ryan and Miller. It is our entire team's goal to make sure that every single one of our clients' needs are met. And that looks like not treating you as a number, but treating you as the individual that you truly are. So if you need any legal services, please click the link below to talk to an attorney today.